Hey, welcome back. So last episode we took down the evil wizard construct inside the Rubicon maze, and
All right.
I think our business here is concluded. We can try to we can get out of this place, and like I think next our next destination is either Under Sigil or Public Sensorium. And since we did a combat encounter last time, I am thinking that we should visit Public Sensorium and finish up the activities there. There are a few sensory experiences that we can partake in. Before that, I just want to make sure that we have everything collected for Far From Grace. I, I didn't scrub through the footage from last episodes to make sure that we have something valid here. Oh, noticing her left or right feet and wonder if it's her tail. I don't know if she has a tail. For a second, it looks like maybe her tail is wrapped around her leg. That might not be the case, but curious thing to note. Yeah, like succubi have tail, right? I think they do. Maybe her left feet is her tail wrapped around. We don't really know for sure. Any other dialogue options?
Therefore, I am.
I think. Okay. Let's talk to him to see if he has any new responses after the fight with the evil construct. I think these are questions that we have already. Yeah. How are you doing, Nordom? Introspective cycle commencing. Nordom clicks his eyes closed and begins to hum. Wait for Nordom to complete his analysis. Few moments later, his eyes click open. Introspective evaluation. Perceptions have become one smaller, be louder. Wings have been replaced. Has aided information processing by plus 5%. Addition of source. Addition of source. Reason. Perception shift. Has aided information processing by 5%. Later, he did mention that his information processing capabilities have been reduced because he has been severed from the source. But I don't know what this last sentence means. Is he somehow connected to the source again? And I'm still curious about what Far From Grace mentioned about trying to ease him in.
Limbo. Location, Rubicon testing grounds.
Okay, so he's calling out the location. That's cool. Yes. Let's talk to Grace again to see if she has anything more to say. Companions, Nordom. Nordom is a rogue Modron. Even though some traces of chaos have worked their way into his system, he's still an extremely logical, ordered creature. This logic can be of great help in one's travels. Furthermore, if he perceives you as a leader, then he'll be unquestioningly loyal. Troubles may arise should Nordom be faced with any social situation requiring etiquette. Such things are not well understood, even by normal Modrons. She pauses. I would offer you some advice concerning Nordom if you would hear it. Of course. Nordom's existence has been shaken. The more you help him make sense of his situation, his place in this party's hierarchy, and what led him to the state he is in now, may help him focus himself better. It is a thought. I may see what I can do then. Thanks. Let's move on. Okay, I feel like we have enough information to continue this quest with Nordom. Just have to pick the correct dialogue. I don't know what it is. Let me just quickly go. I'll probably skip this part out. Let me quickly systematically go through these questions and see if anything's standing out. Okay, I've done this before, but probably I missed some option somewhere. So let me see. Okay, maybe this is a new dialogue choice. I've asked him to go on explaining about how he ended up in Rubicon, and we have an option to. Okay, so we asked what happened during this third stage. Third stage is unprecedented. Third stage unprecedented, Nordom specific stage. Hypothesis lack of director plus exposure to plane resulted in perspective of Nordom to deviate from norm. Deviate from norm how? I think maybe I've already. Introspective cycle commencing. Nordom clicks his eye closed, begins to hum. Few moments later, his eyes click open. Introspective evaluation, perception smaller and louder. Wings have been replaced with arms. Suspicion hypothesis, not like wings. Speculation. Nordom was once one, but now is smaller, louder one. Changes resulted in information processing difficulties. Yeah, of course, you've seen this. God damn it. Okay, let me continue. Okay, interesting remark from Mort. So we have like Farfungis interjects Mort when he's explaining about the Mordon's plane, the Mechanus plane, and we had an option to ask Mort to shut it. So this is that option. Mort, I need all the information I can get, so don't get territorial on me. If Farfungis has something to add, then I want to hear it. All right. So we never chose this option, and if we do, then Mort replies this way. Oh, I get it. Maybe if I was a succubus, you would listen to me more often. That it. Maybe if I showed a little skin once in a while, then I would get some respect. Huh? That's pretty shallow, chief. Pretty shallow. Why I ought to Farfungris interjects then. Mort, Farfungris breaks in gently. I must confess, without your original foundation of information, I would have been hard pressed to explain the situation frequently. Your use of metaphors and phrases make it much easier for others to understand your explanations. It makes you a far better teacher than I. Yeah. He simplifies things in a way that's easily understood by people. And then Farfungris can interject with a bit more detailed and unbiased context. So they're a good pair, like the good cop, bad cop routine. It's not the same, but it's kind of a similar situation. Oh yeah, you hear that, chief? What the succubus said? She's right. I'm easier to understand, more wise to the chant. Know what I'm saying? So you need me around, see? Right. So I have another question. You're both saying Nordom is part of this source, but is cut off from it. And when a Modron dies, they're reabsorbed. Will Nordom be? Okay. I never said otherwise, Mod. So Nordom, the source of energy you mentioned, it's from Mechanus. There are two different lines of questioning, it feels like. Check the first one. What nodes? And if it dies, another Nordom is created? No. What happens? Okay. So we have explored this line of questioning earlier. Status awaiting inquiries. Let's ask about Mechanus again and trigger that same line of answers because I want to choose the second option. Okay, this option. I never said otherwise, Mode. So, Nordom, the source of energy you mentioned, it's from Mechanus. So, this is a question back to Nordom and not to Mort or Palfungase. So, hopefully, Nordom answers. Affirmatory. Nordom's shuttlers slide down across his eyes. He wears himself for a moment, then his left eye opens. Percentage. Fractured fraction of source inside Nordom. Energy divided. Link severed. Nordom shutters over the last word, then steadies himself. So you've been cut off from the source then. Isn't that painful? Again, we have explored this question. Negatory, no pain. Nordom's mouth suddenly bends, forms a semicircle, then turns upside down. Affirmatory, pain, he clicks. Response deviation. Response is both true and false. Answer is unacceptable. Well, if part of the answer is true, then isn't the answer true? Nodum paused for a moment. Response deviation, accounted for by definition of pain. No physical breach has been created from separation of the source. Nonetheless, operation efficiency parameters have changed, so unknown damage may occur. Formulate new response. Painful equal to unknown. Let me continue. Again, these are lines of questioning that we looked at earlier.
Affirmative.
Yeah, seems I really can't pursue this dialogue any further. So we'll do it another time.
How may I help?
Maybe once we are in the
Attention,
Oh,
Mort. Did you know I have 6 sides?
he has 6 sides, 6 faces, I guess.
I noticed. Why don't you go share your insight with the chief, huh?
Okay. No, that's fine. Let's
Very well.
just make sure that we don't have any Q-Cloud running around. Silver based. I feel like you see her apparel, right? Most of her apparel is missing. I feel like she had armor class -3 or -2 because we had 2 of the rings equipped at least, and she had some earrings, right? She had her own earrings. I feel like we've lost them. Let's see. Who picked them up? Scratched lens, magnifying lens. This plain looking lens looks like it's seen better days. Its surface covered with scratches and the lens looks ready to fall out of its setting. God damn it, I'm so annoyed that Cosmic Race's stuff is not here. Tiana's wedding ring? It can only be used by nameless one, of course. Makes sense. Oh, give me a second. Yeah. So let's hand it back over to nameless one. God damn it. +1 to armor class, +3 armor class, +1 to saving throws. This is such a good ring. That's cursed. We had to remove curse to do anything with that. Do we have a remove curse spell anywhere? Okay, we have one. Use it on yourself. Okay. So that's removed. Let's put Daenerys wedding ring. This is useless. We can't really talk to her. Okay, this has some good stuff. Though. Maybe not. It's just +1 saving throw that's useful. Let's see if there's anything else that increases regeneration rate. That's a cool thing to have. -1 to charisma when worn. Resistance to cold, magic cold, +1 armor class. Armor class is always good. We can switch out to regeneration when we are when we lose some health. For now, let's just have this. Having a bit less charisma is fine. We have 20 charisma. This is quite nice. Like quite enough for anything, anything reasonable. Wisdom and intelligence also quite high. It's fine. So
I'm
yeah,
here.
going back to Far From Grace, we don't really
Very
care.
well.
I'm wondering if when you die and respawn at the start of the dungeon, it resets the floor too. I thought if it's only when we hard reset a dungeon that like hard reset in the sense if you go back and talk to the Modron and reset the dungeon, that's only when the floor gets cleared. We'll have to go and ask him again. Because if that's the case, we probably lost a bunch of stuff from Far From Grace. Hopefully nothing too important. The Lady of Pain's ragdoll is still here, you know. So that's one thing that gives me hope that there wasn't. If it's something important, game must have like kept it on her body when she died. But yeah, I think we can return back. Maybe just take this so that we can sell it off later. Come out. See, this stuff is still here, and I didn't kill anyone.
Alright.
This time when we did the run back, I didn't kill anyone. So this was from the last run, like the original, like the first run that I had here. So the ground is not resetting. So hopefully there was nothing important with Far From Grace. I'll skip to the entrance of the dungeon since it's just a run back that I'm doing, and later once we are in the entrance, maybe we'll talk to the room with the 4 or 5 Modrons and see if having Nordom present there has any difference, if it has any difference in the dialogue that they have. Okay, after some stumbling around, we are finally back in the front room. We did do some combat, and I could see that the Modron is doing quite a bit of damage. Let me see if I can find something. Okay, takes 12 missile damage from Nordom, 5 damage rested. I could see at up to like 20 missile damage when he was hitting critical, and we have a lens equipped that doubles his damage. So this essentially doubles his missile damage, but Taco is -2, so he probably hits less often, but whenever he does hit, it's like double damage. So yeah, that's the only thing he has right now. We can quickly rest, I guess. Okay, everyone's refreshed. We have rested for 16 hours. Let's talk to this Modron, and then go into this room and talk to the people running the dungeon. You see a cube with 2 arms, 2 legs, small wings sprouting from sides. On the front, the cube has an animated face. As you approach, the creature focuses its eyes upon you. Greetings. What's Rubicon? What's the dungeon construct? Okay, no new questions there. So this is the Modron who explained to us the situation of not having a director. You see the Modron engineer. Greetings. I have some questions. The creature continues to look at you blankly. Portal lens. Okay, let me ask this 6th question again, just to get that context again of what are the dangers associated with the Rubicon. Yes, director. Do not become separate from any companions while in the maze. If the maze were to be reset or a new difficulty setting chosen, anyone left in the maze would be killed. I see. I will not perform my I'll not reform my party while in the maze. Anything else? Yes, sir. Do not drop items or equipments in the maze. If the maze were to be reset or a new difficulty setting chosen, any items left in the maze would be destroyed. Okay. How do you reset a maze without choosing a different difficulty setting? Does it happen whenever we die? Because if that's the case, then we might have lost some items on Grace last time. Okay. And I don't know how to reform our party, like how to drop a member from our party unless we are picking a new member, right? So let me try to do that. So is there a lock-on view toggle
If
AI?
you keep bobbing about, Skull, I'm gonna mount you in the end of a pike.
Okay. Map screen, maze spell, rest party, options, statistics, inventory, combat, quick loot, how to play, toggle AI, lock-on view. See, we can't really... Can we drop him? Like this? See, we can't do that. So how do we switch out a character? Not switch out a character. How do we just drop a character without having a different character to switch out? Because both for Modron as well as for Veiler, we meet these two party members in a location that can't be accessed after we leave it, right? Unless we, like, for this Modron, as long as we don't reset the maze, I guess the party member we switch out might remain in his room, Nordom's room. But if we reset the dungeon for some reason, then that party member would be lost. And we might reset it just to try a different dungeon or a different difficulty setting, right? So it seems like we may permanently lose party members.
I feel like I'm in a cuckoo clock.
Permanently
Cuckoo clock.
Permanently lose party members both for Veilor as well as for Nordom if we do that. Let me check to see if there is a toggle AI. May spell. Okay. So if you go into the settings, gameplay, assign keys, character selection. There isn't something associated with the party, you know. Reform party. It's not a special abilities. No. Multi-select. Formation. Trap detection, stop, quick loot, dialogue, special abilities. Doesn't seem like... Okay, let me quickly see what formations. Yes, let me... Okay. Select a key binding to modify. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. You reassign. So let me hit you once I'm back out in the main game. You see? Interesting. This is follow, this is gather, 4-2, 3x2, protect, 2x3, rank, V, wedge. Wedge seems like a good idea, but we need to switch out with more. Oh, you cannot change nameless one's party order. Okay. Line, none. So if we do this formation, and we go here, see that's nameless one who's going to be in the front line of fire. Wish we could switch out with Mort, but they don't let us do that. So protect. So here I guess nameless one will be in the center. Yeah, I guess this is better because Mort will be facing forwards.
This is limbo, yet it rings of Mechanus.
Okay. And Dakon saying that even though this is limbo, then it rings of Mechanus. That's fine. So we don't really have an option. As far as I can tell, we don't really have an option to drop a party member and move forward. We either have to like manually kill him off, or we need another party member to switch him out. Otherwise, we can't really drop a party member. It's curious. One more thing I wanted to do real quick. Let's go to the journal screen and look at beasts. So we have Nordom and Veiler here. Veiler, this suit of magical armor is apparently has been standing here the prison under Kursk for some years. It has not been disturbed, which is strange considering how very quick the people of Kursk are to seek a profit. Nordom. This Modron seems to be subtly different from the others you have seen. It carries a pair of crossbows in its forearms, and it seems to be taking an active interest in your behavior. Okay. Okay. Ignis, nameless one, more parking base. As far as NPCs go, do we have any new NPCs? Pillar of Skulls. Might have read that already. 3 years. We have Transcendent one. I don't want to click that yet. Parod, Lim, Lothar, Lady of Pain, Gitzerai, Kahelith, Fuel. We have read that earlier. Tal, Danara, Dabus, Vanium Rat, Cox Metal. Wow. A huge iron golem laboring away in the mysterious siege tower in the middle of siege. Cox Metal is metal given life with an arch toward destruction. It is immense in size, and its goal seems to be the creation of weaponry. Advocate a cast Asimov. Okay, alright. I think we don't really have anything else. Sell a companion, discover weakness. These are 3 side quests remaining for us. We can't complete this. We don't want to complete this. And this one also, it might be too tedious to go back into catacombs and try to figure this one out. So I think we'll leave these 3 alone, and we'll talk to this model and just see if there are any new options. Some questions. Create a dungeon to explore. Leave it as is. So let me quick save and let me look at the create a new dungeon option. Change it to normal. It's set for hard already, so just create a new dungeon. So this is without changing the difficulty, we can just reset the dungeon. So I guess this might be what they're referring to when the modern talks about resetting a dungeon, and not anything else. Not like dying. Leave it as is. Who are you? What are you? What exactly is Rubicon capable of? I don't think there are any new options. One more small thing we can try out is just playing with the. I don't think it's easily possible though. Like, I was hoping if we can have an interaction between the Mordon cube and Mordon, the Nordom. Okay. No new dialogue option. So I guess we'll just use the portal lens and portal out of here. Flop house. Where was a flop house? Lower ward, clerk's ward, Weeping Stone catacombs, Hive near mortuary, Hive near marketplace, smoldering orbs, lower ward, clerk's ward. So our destination should be clerk's ward. We want to visit Public Sensorium. But let's see where this flop house is. Is this a place near Buried Village? Just outside Mebbeth's home? Oh, that being said, I think I got a feedback saying that visiting Mebbeth might be a good idea before we finally get out of this place. So let's go to Rakpicker Square. That's where Mebbeth is. Now that we've become an accomplished mage, maybe she has something to offer us. We also know that maybe she is an incarnation of Ravel, or she has some connection to Ravel, if she's not downright Ravel herself. So we might have some interesting dialogue options here. Same with Martha, to be honest, and Ivy. Maybe we can visit Ivy once we are heading back to... We have to go back to Mortuary before we head back to Fortress of the Gods, right? So I think during that visit, we'll probably try to talk to Ivy as well as Dal one last time before we leave. And also maybe check in on Martha to see what she's doing. As you enter, Mebbeth looks up, her face ashen. She looks ill. As you watch, creases spread across the folds of her face like cracks, and her grey eyes flicker as if having trouble focusing on you. Mebbeth, are you alright? Aye, she smiles weakly. Her voice is scratchy as if trying to force its way past layers of dust. When she speaks, it's like an echo. I have a little longer. Remember, did you know you were Ravel? She takes a deep breath. Her words come slowly, her voice rattling in her thought. Mayhap, Mebbeth has forgotten herself many times over. I have dreamed that I was someone else. Each word is heavier than the last, as if centuries of weight are pressing down on them. Her body seems to shift slightly, as if wanting to relax. Let go. How could you not know who you are? How is it ye do not know yourself? Mebbeth licks her lips. Many things, even bits of the self, they fall through memory's cracks, shadows of things forgotten. These memory thing pieces, maybe bad, maybe good. But why Mebbeth? Why the disguise when you could have been Ravel again? This is so confusing though. Like, I don't even know how Ravel exists or like how her, like, maybe there are copies of Ravel existing within the same universe in different places. Here in this place, all I did was mending of things and bodies, setting bonds, delivering babies. In all these things, I was content, she sighs. As for being that other, that Ravel, she licks her lips again. I think ye take for granted what a comfort it would be, oft times, to misplace a memory or two. I wasn't sure if you would be here, Mebbeth, after what happened. Mebbeth nods. Every moment is painful. Aye, my precious one. She winces as she takes a breath. Seeing her here, it's like an echo. Little time remains. The threads, these ravels, they are unraveling as we speak. Are you in pain? She nods. Yes. It's the irony that hurts the most. She gives a sickly smile. An act of kindness, thrice repaid. It's a way of the plains that my few acts of kindness should be the death of me. She laughs softly. Yet I have no regrets. An act of kindness thrice repaid. It's the way of the plains that my few acts of kindness should be the death of me. What does she mean by that? Yet I have no regrets. I have questions, Mebbeth. I need to know who did this to you. Can you... Okay, is she gonna die? Is she gonna pass away as we speak? Who did this to you? Was she Mebbeth once and somehow Ravel kind of infested her? Or is she just like a copy of Ravel? And Ravel, maybe intentionally or not, like slipped away some of her memories so that she can find comfort in something much less vile than her normal recourse. I have questions, Mebbeth. I need to know who this to you. Can you... She holds up her hands to silence you. Precious man, I would have you hear me this last time. Mebbeth, there's not much time. Precious man, she sighs. All I wished to do was set the lady free of her cage. For A. All I wished for A was to leave. Okay. All I wished to do was set the lady free of her cage. For A, all I wished for A was to leave. And for me, daughter, she sighs. There's a saying on the plains. That a hag's kindness is crueler than her hate, and poisons all it touches. Okay. I'm sorry things turned out as it did. If I could have saved you, Okay. So one daughter that we know of is Cassiceris. And I don't know what kindness she did to Cassiceris. What her plan was for Cassiceris. Maybe whatever she intended for Cassiceris caused her more pain. That's why she's saying that her kindness resulted in being more crueler. It isn't clear what her intentions were for her daughter, you know. And if this daughter is indeed Cassiceris that she's talking about. I'm sorry, things turned out as it did. If I could have saved you, I am dying now. She blinks her roomy eyes. My end, it's traveling from all of the time's directions. All of Ravel's threads are unraveling. She cups. Yet her grey eyes looks upon you. Mayhap not all is lost. One of my black barbed seeds from the maze. Did ye bring one with ye? Yes. Here. I have it, but I will not give it to you. Oof. Yes, here. 12,000 XP. Ah. She takes a seed gingerly, and she slips it into her graying locks. So the unity of rings is served. With a flickering glance, she raises her hand and beckons you to come closer. Step close to her, kneel down. No matter what guise you wear, you are Ravel, and I do not trust you. Mebbeth, I mourn. Mebbeth, I mourn, you I do not. Step close to her, kneel down. She whispers something softly under her breath. Then clasps your head in her hands and places a paper-thin kiss upon your forehead. You close your eyes as her lips touch your skin. May the plains receive you kindly, Mebbeth. Yeah. There was Unity of Rings. Return to Mebbeth and restored Unity of Rings. I don't know what Unity of Rings is, but this is, yeah, she's such a fascinating character, and it's such a fascinating life to just see raveling and unraveling before you, because it has the weight of so many centuries, right? And it's quite vague what happened to her, but there's enough substance here that it lets our imagination flow. Yeah, and there's a very touching scene, and
I'm gone.
I wish it's the weight of the years. That's what's so fascinating about her. We don't know what she went through,
Done.
but it's just enough detail that we can kind of go off on it and imagine all sorts of like pain and wisdom and everything that she has accumulated over the years. Yeah. Let's visit. Oh god, come on, give me some junk. Are you serious? Alright, let me just okay. Stop game. Just stop. Alright. Let's fast travel to Buried Village. Hopefully that works. I don't want to go around trying to find some junk from here. I forgot the name of the person who lived here. This is one of our first clues as to where Farod was, and we killed him first the first chance we got. Okay, we can still fast travel. Let's visit Martha and see how she's doing.
I'm
Is
gone.
Martha dead? Martha is also dead. Interesting. Not dead, probably gone. So I wonder what could have happened if we visited Martha first. It would have been a more disorienting dialogue, to say the least, because Martha is already kind of a balmy character, and with Ravel unraveling, it would have been even more difficult to understand, maybe. But it would have been a fascinating conversation. Not sure if maybe she just disappears, you know. Maybe Irene and Martha are both gone, and Mebbeth is the only one remaining, and we could have that conversation with Mebbeth. Unity of the Rings, though. I wonder what that could have been. There isn't a fast travel point anywhere nearby, which is unfortunate because we have to like rush. Like we have to travel back the entire way to this dungeon now. Okay, we're out here. So I think next location should be Festhall. Oh, wait. Are we still stuck here without the junk? Come on, people. Oh god. How do I need to find some junk? Go back in.
I'm
Can I
gone.
buy some junk from somewhere? Is the game going to lock me in here? At least we know that there's a shop nearby in Bari village. Hopefully he sells some junk.
Done.
We had an awesome dagger for Anna back in this warehouse here, but wait, this is the villager.
All right.
But we probably have a better dagger equipped for her
Done.
now, so we don't need to really need to buy it. Come on, give me some junk. You have to have some junk, right? Come on. Bandages, trusty dagger, knife, stiletto, clean steel dagger. This is a useful item. Let's just buy a couple of these. Divine sensor. Oh, damn it. sell all of these. Hopefully we'll find some junk nearby. Otherwise, I don't know what to do. What lens? Scroll of Mechanus Cannon. Okay, this might be a good item to use on like a boss fight. This is probably a really high level spell. This is a level 8 spell. We probably don't have any slots left for level 8. So we'll hold on to it and use it directly during combat. +3 to save us is poison. Interesting. We can't identify anything. Non-string cell. We're not pressed for money, so let's just keep going and hopefully find some junk somewhere.
I'm gone.
There was an inventory right there.
All right.
A chest. Okay, just have some commons, that's it. We need junk. We need some junk.
All right.
Touch the archway.
Portal detected.
Can go in.
All right.
We've been here before. Hopefully we'll just find some junk and leave. I think we got one of our eyes from within this place. The angle-less eyes or whatever else. But right now we're just looking for junk. Just some junk. Obviously it doesn't make sense that there's junk lying around in a library. How's that scroll though? There's a scroll there. Wait, what? Loan document. Probably dropped it here in annoyance. Because we can't really proceed that quest anymore. Oh damn it! This is a predicament. We have one of the we are well equipped in terms of like the rest of the equipment for party, but we don't have junk, so we are stuck in Bari village. So that's what life has come to. Come on. Or maybe we can. No, it doesn't take us. It just takes us outside. It doesn't take us anywhere else. Okay, one thing we can do is we can use some Nordom maze to get back into the Nordom cube to get back into the Nordom maze, and then we can portal out somewhere else. You know, I guess that's an easy way out. But what if we didn't have the Nordom maze? We would have to search for junk everywhere, right? It doesn't seem like there's junk anywhere here. Okay, let's just do the Nordom maze thing. See if that works. Alright, we are here.
Gone.
Now we can go in here and teleport back out. Clerk Sword.
Done.
Okay, we're back in Clerk Sword. So I think we'll head into the Public Sensorium. We'll become a sensate first, and then head into the Public Sensorium. There's also Lady Thorncombe there. She's quite confused.
I'm gone.
I think I have a hint from from my friend as to how to proceed. I haven't looked at the hint yet. Let me try myself for a bit, and then if it doesn't work, then we look at the hint. I don't think I'll figure it out, to be honest. So we might have to use the hint. Is there anything else left to do in the Festhall? Are there any quests remaining here? I don't think so. Metwin the Headless, Jolme, Splinter. Okay, let's see. Let's talk to Splinter. Can you help me? Sensoriums. Wait. I had a question about something else. Tell me your society sensation. Might I become a sensate? Okay. In order to join society sensation, one must be willing and prepared to share their own experiences. 5 are required, one from each of the senses. Alternatively, one may contribute a single experience that has strong elements from all five senses. These must be either new sensations or improvements upon our current stock. Should we find them acceptable, they will be placed into sensory stone, and you, having become a sensate, will be taught sensory touch. It will allow you to draw others' wounds onto yourself, healing them by accepting their suffering. Okay. I'm already a member of the Godsmen, but okay. I'm already a member of the Godsmen. I've changed my mind. I won't turn stag on them. Okay, the first option is to dismiss being a godsman and become a sensei. Second is that we are backing out and saying we'll remain a godsman. Let's use the first one. They will not forgive you. There shall be no going back. Okay, so once we switch to being a sensate, once we switch out from a faction, they probably won't accept us back. Okay, I'm ready to join the society sensation. I feel no more loyalty towards the godsman. First, what smell or experience involving it would you offer us? Actually, I would like to contribute one experience that involves all 5 senses. I woke up not knowing where I was on a cold, blood-slick iron slab in Worlds of Mortuary, a place where only dustmen or their corpses in their care have seen. Splintered notes. Go on. My entire body reeked of embalming fluid, but even the smell of that was not enough to mask the coppery scent of the gore around me. Dozens of bodies lie on countless bloody slabs like the one I rose from, all in the process of being gutted, flayed, and the like by nightmarish clockwork devices for reasons unknown. The only sounds were the squeals of labored metal and the steady tread of wounded workers as they pushed the slabs about the mortuary on rusted iron tracks. He notes, a disturbing experience, and I even left out the part where a chattering skull that flew at me as soon as I was upright. Will it suffice, Splinter? Yes, we shall go to an empty stone now to record your experience. You shall then be granted those access to those privileges only allowed only to the members of Society of Sensation, as well as taught the sensory touch. Accompany him to record your experience and learn the sensory touch. 10,000 XP. You return to Civic Festhall's foyer with Splinter. We welcome you into the Society of Sensation Traveler. May further journeys and experiences pave your roads to greater truths of the multiverse. Thanks, Splinter. I had a question. I want to ask about you. Is there somewhere I could rest? Festhall, Society Sensation. There's someone I was looking for here. No, actually. So somewhere I could rest. Yes, there are lodgings in Festhall. Should you wish to visit them, walk eastward to the Festhall from here. You will easily come to them. Speak to the room clerk there. And another question I want to ask you about. Hey, wait. That's one. Wait. How can you help me? Okay. Sensoriums, lectures. Buy something from the Sensate walls. Okay, it opens up a shop, I guess. I don't know if this was open earlier. Probably not. Scroll of Power Blind. Scroll of Power Blind allows us to copy 15 feet per level. Special. Area effect 15 feet radius. Saving throw none. Weight 0 usable by enemies. Power of Sight shall be removed. Darkness shall enter. This spell blinds up to 100 hit points of creatures within 15 feet from the specified target point. Blinds up to 100 hit points. What does that mean? The blindness spreads outward from the center, affecting creatures with the lowest HP total first. Those with more than 100 HP are not affected. The spell's effect duration depends on number of HP affected. If 25 or fewer HP are affected, then blindness lasts for 140 to 400 seconds. 26 to 50 HP are affected. 80 to 200. 51 to 100 HP are affected. Blindness lasts for... Okay. An individual creature can't be partially affected. Unless all of its HP are affected, it is not blind. Okay. Does not hit anything, I guess, if it's blind. Let's buy this. Let me see if we have any slots open. Join Sensates. I got another achievement. That's fine. So we don't have any slots open for level 8. You know, this is so annoying. I guess we have to level up so many times to unlock slots here. Maybe if we become like level 20 or 25, maybe these things will unlock. Currently we are level 14 already, but level 8 is no longer level 8. Even level 8 slots are not unlocked yet, so I'm not sure when these will unlock. So we'll keep it with us so that we can use it directly in combat instead of learning it and making it useless, because there isn't much of the game left, I would imagine. we won't really reach level 16 or 20 or whatever. So if that's the case, we probably won't unlock a slot for level 8. It'd be wasted if we just learn that spell. We have a couple of wasted spells like that. Like, we have these spells that we can never use now. Abyssal Fury. God. This is a cool spell though. All physical hostile attacks can be done away with. We can just use it during a really tough situation. This spell creates a massive storm that rains deadly acid to all enemies within 20 feet radius area that inflicts. Okay. So it says enemies, so I'm hopeful that it doesn't affect our allies. Otherwise, it's just a painful spell to use. Let's go to Public Sensorium. Sensoriums. Public Sensorium. Okay.
Done.
We're back here. And presumably we can use any stone now because we are a sensate. Let me look at the description for a sensate. I guess we could have seen it from Falcon Race too, because her alignment, her affiliation is with the sensate faction. We are also in the same faction now. Know the universe by experiencing it fully. The senses form the path to truth. For the multiverse doesn't exist beyond what can be sensed. Group of individuals who hold similar beliefs. Okay, Society of Sensation Sensates. Do you think we can? I don't think. Let me talk to Far from Grace to see if she has any
Yes.
new dialogue about sensates. Tenari, companions. Blood War. I think I've asked these questions before.
Yes.
The questions. I don't remember these dialogues, but I'll probably pursue them in my own time. I don't want to waste reading. Give me a second. Let me just read that. Yeah, there was nothing new. It's just stuff that we already know. Let's talk to Lady Thorncombe for a second. I don't know what to do with her, to be honest. Lady Thorncombe squints at you as you're trying to remember who you were. Suddenly she frowns pointedly. You, I hope you have not come here in an ill-fated attempt to drag me back to the training chamber, because I most certainly shall not go. I just had some questions actually. Ask what you wish about this place. She's not looking at you, let alone paying you any attention. Leave her. I don't know what to do with her. We'll check back in with her once we finish the rest of the stones, because I have a hint written somewhere about how to proceed our quest. I haven't looked at it yet, but after this maybe our perspective will change. It's an unusual reddish stone. It's securely fastened to the pestle that rests upon it. Come on, I can't interact with it. Let me leave the party here because they clump around Nameless One, making it difficult to interact. Let's talk to the Sensate Guide. I trust you enjoyed the sensory experience. Something I may do for you. I had some questions. This is a public sensorium whose chambers hold a recorder or sensory stones. Each of the stones contain a particular sensation or set of sensations, which a user can experience for his or herself. A sensate is free to use them at their leisure, while visitors may pay a small fee. Does this answer your questions? For the most part. I would like to use one of the stones for now. The man smiles, explain to you some of the various sensations that are currently available. Are there others? The man notes explaining several sensations that are available. Psychosis, fine. Are there any more? Horrible, interesting. Okay. But how do we? I want to do the bigger ones first, the more exotic ones. I think lycanthropy was one of the more exotic ones that we experienced. Or was it a smaller one? I don't remember. I think lycanthropy was like a multi-paragraph entry of how it slowly transitioned, like the transition to wear a bear or wear a wolf, whatever that was. Maybe another session. God damn it! I don't know which ones. The thing is, when you were not a member of Sensates, they were probably classified differently because they had different prices attached to them, right? Like 50 commons for exotic experiences and 10 commons for normal. So I guess at that point we could distinguish it earlier. Hmm. Let's go back from lycanthropy. A vastly important secret will do. Excellent. The stone you shall want to use is in one of the larger chambers, 2 rooms counterclockwise from the stairwell. It's violet in color. Okay. This is stairwell, 2 rooms counterclockwise. This is purple, right? 2 rooms counterclockwise. I would say this is kind of grayish. This is orange. He mentioned it's... There is a dialogue. It's violet in color. The stone you shall want to use is in one of the larger chambers, 2 rooms counterclockwise from the stairwell. It's violet in color. Oh, the stone is violet in color. Okay, so it must be this one. I wouldn't say this is violet though. This is like pink, right? Pink or rose. What about this one? This looks pretty violet though. Wasn't this lycanthropy? Bluish purple stone. Okay, we can just read the description of the stone to see what color it is. This violet stone is one that Clerk directed you towards. Within lies experience a vastly important secret. Begin sensation. 6 imperial servants rush ahead of you, swinging golden doors of the Dragon Palace wide. Long live the Empress. They cry in unison. 1,000 years. Long live the Empress. 1,000 years. Beyond the threshold, dozens of loyal warlords, kings in their own right, drop to their knees, touching their heads to the floor in deference, as you pass them en route to the grand imperial throne. As you turn and face your minions, seating yourself upon the imperial throne, you allow a small, satisfied smile to creep across your carefully painted lips. There is but one thought in the forefront of your mind: that the body of the young Empress Wu Tzu-Sha lies broken at the bottom of the Well of Solitude, and that you, by her, a horse merchant's daughter, are at last poised to shake the empire and corrupt the Wu dynasty to its very foundations. Okay. So she has killed the Empress and taken her place. Maybe she was a witch. The experience seems to have stirred some long-forgotten, vaguely similar memory in your own mind. You feel as if you have gained something from using the sensory stone. So this might be a good experience, not good, maybe a bit of a relevant experience boost if you do it at the right time, but right now it's just like such a trivial amount of experience, it doesn't matter. The experience points, I mean. Okay, let's do the third last one. Another session. Show more. Wait, what? Are there any more? Okay, indescribable frustration will do. Fine choice. The stone you shall want to use is one of the larger chambers, 3 rooms counterclockwise from the stairwell. It's a reddish orange. It's reddish orange in color. Okay, so that's this one. This reddish orange stone is one that Clerk directed you towards. Within it lies experience indescribable frustration. Okay, you can see it now. The crown of Ephon gleaming upon a marble pedestal, no more than 20 strides away it is. With it you could wrest control of the armies of Athenopolis away from your treacherous brother and restore your father's kingdom. A fool your wretched brother was, you smiled grimly at the thought. To leave the king's only daughter alive, thinking she could do him no harm. To leave the king's only daughter alive, thinking she could do him no harm. Continue experience. A sound, the creak of leather sandals, the softest hiss. Over there, by that third pillar, she was close now. Olafi, the Medusa, jealously guarding the crown her servants had stolen from her so long ago. Crouching behind a wide pillar, you wrap your hands tightly around your trusted thrice-blessed javelin. With your helm of swiftness and the 100-mirrored shield, even a beast such as Olafi would be no match for you. Any moment now, she would round the pillar and meet the sight of you. Even if she turned away from the shield, your javelin would surely find her throat. Okay, what's going to happen now? Suddenly, there's a gentle touch on your shoulder. You gasp, spinning around to face, of course, the Medusa. Accepting the inevitable, you have only time to lose a piercing cry of frustration before your lungs and every other part of you solidifies into cold grey stone. Okay. The experience seems to have still some long forgotten, vaguely similar memory in your mind. You feel as if you gained something from using the sensory stone. Okay. I don't know what this last remark really means. Does it mean that we were in the presence of such an experience, or we were part of, like, we were one of the ones experiencing it? It couldn't, like, these stories are so varied and distinct. It could not be the case, even though we have like 300 years of history to as like a canvas to write anything upon. It's still uh, it's still a stretch to believe that all of this, like, some of them involve like women, and just this one here involves the daughter of a horse merchant, right? So yeah, at least it could not have been the one who recorded the memory, because this sensory stone was probably created by that woman, right? Because it's from her perspective. This one was from the perspective of, yeah, it's curious because he died right after this instant. So how could he record this memory, this sensation? Sensate guide. Oh, come on. What are you doing, nameless one? Another session. Let's go with the smaller, the normal experiences. We'll go from top to bottom. Unavoidable pain. One of the smallest chambers. One room clockwise from the stairwell. Greenish yellow. This one here. The experience is a short and violent one. Struggling with another, slightly stronger man on the edge of a blazing hot stream of molten lava. Your weapon hand is slowly, inexorably forced ever closer to the magma. Beads of sweat evaporate the instant they appear. The hair on the back of your hand blackens and smolders above the awesome heat. Finally, your howls of suffering echoing from the canyon walls around you. Your hand and the axe it holds plunges into the lava and chars to ash in a few agonizing seconds. Sear yourself from the experience. So that's just half the experience of the larger stones. It's only 750. Experience it has still some long forgotten, vaguely similar memory in your mind. You feel as if you have gained something from using the sensory stone. Okay. In the initial cutscene that we get while we start the game, as well as when we start the game for the first time, yeah, the intro cutscene when the game starts, as well as the first cutscene when the story starts, it has a scene where Nameless One is pushing someone into a, I don't know if it was Nameless One, but someone was getting pushed into a pit of lava or something, and they were like drowning. It kind of reminds me of that scene. But yeah, it's curious that these memories get recorded from the perspective of the person who is just about to die. Like, how could it have happened, you know? The alive person should have to come here to record the sensation, right? So did they survive? Because many of these involve death or like extreme pain, which people might not have survived. Leave. Next one, tender love. Should be this one. I'm assuming it will go in clockwise order. Begin sensation. Your eyes are closed. You can sense yourself standing on the tip of your toes, pressed against someone tightly. Soft lips brush against yours, giving you the most gentle of kisses. Your heart seems to flutter in your chest, and you feel as if you could fall backwards, simply float off into space. That's fine. Mind-numbing tedium. So, I think maybe we looked at this one before. Pixel hunting. The violet stone, mind-numbing tedium. That's all. The experience couldn't be more than a few minutes long, but hours seemed to pass. A long, boring lecture in the driest, dustiest hall in the University of Charm in Sigil. You look about the sorry. You look about the vast hall, hoping to catch someone's eye to pull a face at. But the other students are either asleep or staring listlessly into space. You drop your quill pen, pick it up, drop again, just for something to do. You consider stabbing yourself in the eye with it, just to see if your senses haven't been wholly numbed by the incredible boredom. Relatable experience. Let's go back. Sheer wonder. Hesitantly, you open your mouth and take a shallow breath, and water flows into your lungs like cool air. You smile and take a deep breath, walking in all directions as you slowly sink to the bottom of the harbor, where hundreds of colorful fish weave through twisting tracts of brilliant coral. As your feet touch bottom, you peer up at the keel of your ship and laugh aloud with joy, a string of great bubbles shooting up towards the surface. Okay. So he somehow got the ability to breathe underwater, and he's fascinated by it. It's cool. Consuming impatience. Okay. Consuming impatience. This is the room where Lady Thomcombe was loitering last time. You stand debating with Amnas the horribly slow, keeper of the Lion Key, as to whether or not your quest is important enough for him to relinquish the artifact into your care. The whole experience is an exercise in sheer torment. Each and every one of his words is followed by a significant pause. Each and every point he makes is reiterated time and again before he lets you speak. You present an argument, then wait and wait and wait while he makes his counterpoint, to which you shoot out a snappy counterpoint of your own, then must wait again. Oh my god, just reading it makes me so stressed. Not stressed, just I can feel that impatience. Then must wait again for another of Amnes's trolling, meandering, seamlessly endless counterpoints. It's everything you can do not to simply lop the fiend's tusked head off and snatch the key from the twitching corpse. Yeah. Again, extremely relatable experience, especially playing a game like this. Sensation. Tired surrender. This is good stuff though. I think I... Okay. This is the... entered the wrong room. The violet stone. Okay. Tired surrender. Shuddering, chattering, hoping beyond hope to be found. You curl into yourself beneath a blanket of snow to save what little warmth you have left. Fighting to keep your eyes open to remain awake. You become aware that you can no longer feel your arms, your legs, the ice against your face. And tired, so tired, you at last resign to the inevitable. You close your eyes, bidding sleep a bitter welcome as a sense of loss forces a single tear, doomed to crystallize before it even reaches your cheek from your aching eyes. Okay. Again, another experience that possibly resulted in death, which again makes us wonder how it ended up in a sensory stone. Can they retrieve the memory from a corpse and then add it to the stone? We are running out of room, by the way. This is probably the last room we can go into. So I wonder what the rest of the... where we'll find the rest of the... if you go show more, it shows a couple of different other experiences, right? Do they reuse the same stone? Maybe that's why they have this system here, where we have to first come to the Sensate guide, then go back and tinker with the crystal board. Like, why couldn't they just... we could just talk to the Sensate for the first time and then go in and experience this without having to do this back and forth. Why did they do this particular design? Maybe we'll get an answer. I don't know. It's weird that we have to kind of keep doing it. Maybe it's because if we just keep on reading, it'll be tedious. So there is a small break where you have to kind of click something and do something. Maybe that's why they did this. Because otherwise we might not we won't be able to hold ourselves to this endless walls of text without just maybe having a little interaction between. I don't know. Supernatural lust. Light blue in color. Okay, hopefully that's this room. You find yourself coupling with the succubus, a creature of such intense otherworldly beauty that even her fiend's horns and thrashing tail give you no pause. She gasps under you. You desire her so complete that the whole of your existence seems focused towards this single chord. As your life explodes from you in a starry burst, you hear the delighted laughter of the succubus as she drains you dry, leaving your body but a soulless husk. Again, another experience where people they presumably perished after this. So, does the Sensate have anything to say? Apologies, good sir, but I was just in the middle of something. If you don't mind, farewell. All these, that's fine. Talk to this Sensate guy. Okay, so now we'll see. Actually, are there others? Okay, so this is a different set. There are 7. Maybe they'll just arrange they'll load it into the bowl maybe. If we talk about this, Psychosis will do. I think Psychosis is the one that we had last time. Smaller chamber, one room clockwise from the stair. Okay, so now they're reusing the same room, but they have loaded a different memory here. I don't know what the story context of this is. If they are loading a different sensation in the stone because we requested it, or if it's just a convenience thing did for the game with no real explanation, like story explanation for it. They could not have created a room that had 15 smaller rooms. Maybe this was the best they could fit. I don't really know. Begin sensation. Experience is a strange one, very disturbing. You have the point of a knife pressed to someone's throat, your hand clammed over their mouth, and breath hot and heavy in their face. You begin to stab them slowly. The knife dimples their skin, eventually breaks it. There's a hot rush of blood over your forearm, the sound of strangled respiration, a horrible sense of perverted glee, and it's over. Okay. This is the one that we have read earlier, I think. Show more. Are there others? Festering jealousy. Thanks, farewell. Have we read this? I think we might have read this too. You feel your lip curl as the fair-haired young hero, armor gleaming like a polished silver mirror, once again enters your tavern. Hanging his velvet cloak on a wall peg, he surveys your patrons with a pair of eyes like sea gems and a smile that set the serving vendors swooning. You set the mug you're cleaning down and hums loudly, thinking of what it'd be like to turn him upside down and show him in a rain barrel. Okay, we got some experience. I guess we could have looked at the experience points just to see which was the one that we experienced earlier. Because if we are reading the same thing again, I don't think it doubles our experience points, So it won't add the XP. If it was for the Psychos, we probably didn't get another XP. Festering jealousy, bitter loathing. Bitter loathing. Venomous tears of pain, bringing in your narrow yellow eyes. You gather tattered remains of your small, scaled red wings off the floor. You humbly back out of Groba's study, gritting your needle-like teeth beneath sealed lips. Okay. Are you some sort of fiend or tenari or something? Sure, you're only a Spinagon, least among devils, but that's no cause for a pit fiend to tear your wings off because he doesn't like the message you brought him. Jesus, that's so... What will your Gelagon master do now? He certainly can't say anything to Groba, and what is the use of a Spinagon without its wings? He'll probably get cast into the pit of flame for incompetence. Vengeance out of the question. Vengeance out of the question. There's little do but shake your clawed fist and hate. Hate Groba with all the loathing your hard little black devil's heart can muster. Oof. Disturbing thing to think about. We can do nothing about it, it's just recorded in history, it's passed by. We can't go and kill the Groba, so the frustration is it's transferring over to us too. Pure glee will do. Dancing and leaping about in rhythm with the wood elves bouncing festival music, you and a dozen other dancers spin through the forest clearing like a whirling dervish smiling and laughing like mad. I don't know what a dervish is. Let me quickly look that up. Is it some sort of a creature? Do you think? Dervish. An ascetic Muslim monk, member of an order noted for devotional exercise involving bodily movements. Okay. Okay, so it's some sort of a spiritual monkish dancer, smiling and laughing like mad. As cheering forest dwellers whoop, clap and dance alongside you, fairies careen through the air above your heads, leaving sparkling trails of colored light. Okay. Frightened acceleration. Okay. Did you kill someone and you got some frightened acceleration? Begin sensation. You twist your head to look up at the large contraption strapped to your back. Set of 4 bat-like wings extend from out of it, each made of leather, pulled taut over wicker frames. From the precipice you are perched on, Dilger's floating fortress appears as but a tiny speck suspended in the blue-grey sky. Miles away across nothing but empty air. This is how everyone travels on the plane of air. They said. It's easy. They said it's easy. You smirk, step back a They said it's easy. You smirk, step back a ways, and make a running leap of the cliff into the cool wind below, leaving your stomach behind. As the wings suddenly catch air, an amazing rush shudders through your entire body as you soar out over the nothingness and towards the elemental princess aboard. Okay. Grim determination. Let me. Is that different? The stone initial wand. No, it doesn't. It's not specific to the choice that we picked. Otherwise, there'll be so much more dialogue to keep track of. Oh god, come on. The entire hall was in ruins and still in the process of being destroyed, as dozens of combatants hurled weapons, deadly arcane magics, and themselves at one another in a desperate struggle to be the last one standing. Okay. Plumes of acrid green smoke rose from the pile of limp bodies you dragged yourself out of, having barely escaped the wrath of some fiendish spell. There it was, across the way, through the battling throng, through the bloodthirsty battle ahead of you, sitting untouched on a miraculously upright table, your pint of mead, and you'd get it back if you had to kill every last one of the brawling tavern patrons to do it. It's a tavern fight. Pile of limp bodies though. Is it dead bodies or they're just drunk and like? No. They may be dead. They may be passed out. We don't know. But the grim determination isn't. It's a light-hearted situation because he's just trying to get his drink back. Hopefully there isn't nothing too violent happening. It's just some non-lethal spell that we encountered. Hopefully. Complete bafflement. Okay. Complete bafflement. You awake from uneasy dreams to find yourself transformed into in your dank lair into a rather small four-limbed fleshy thing. You're lying on your shellless as it were wholly unprotected. You're lying on your shellless as it were wholly unprotected back, and when you lift your tiny head unadorned with its usual sensory antenna, a little you can see your pinkish belly, partly covered in soft, curling hairs, quite unlike the black bristles you are accustomed to seeing there. Your only two legs now jut from the end of your torso, rather than up from around your abdomen. They look thick and ungainly in proportion to your body, and lie there limply, making no attempt to write on their own. Only actively concentrating can you move things. What has happened to you? You awake from uneasy dreams to find yourself transformed in your dank lair into a rather small four-limbed fleshy thing, lying on your shellless as it were wholly unprotected back, and when you lift your tiny head unadorned with its usual sensory antennae, a little you can see the pinkish belly partly covered in soft curling hairs, quite unlike the black bristles accustomed to seeing there. So this creature probably transformed its race into a completely different species, maybe some sort of fiend with bug-like features, but then it transformed into a human, and it's for the first time it's realizing that it's transformed just as it woke up. Or you awake from uneasy dreams to find yourself. Okay, so maybe we were dreaming that we were some sort of a bug creature, and we wake up to realize that we are just a normal human. Maybe it's that. Okay, let's see if there are more of these. If they have reused the 3 larger rooms. Are there any more? Okay, so we have looked at these last 3. These first 3 are also, I think these first 3 will also be the larger sensations. Earlier, I think there was a dialogue choice for the Sensate guide where he'll explain how many exotic experiences and how many normal experiences were there. But seems that option is gone. The dialogue option is gone now. Horrible regret will do. The stone you shall want to use is one of the larger chambers, 3 rooms counterclockwise from the stairwell, reddish orange in color. So it's this one. This reddish orange stone is one that the clerk directed you towards. Within it lies the experience horrible regret. Okay. You stand on the deck of your flagship, the Divine Hammer, as it floats over the continent of Agarhain, held aloft by the winds of magic. The very landscape roils and shudders beneath the bombardment of your fleet. 1,000 ships, cannons, and bombards hurling their sorcerous fires down like vengeful gods. The shockwaves began to hit your ship only minutes ago. A constant vibration that sends shudders through the whole of the ancient craft and moves your very bones, accompanied by constant tumbling bars. As the land's mountains begin to sink and the seas that surround it begin to boil off into the atmosphere, your first officer comes to stand beside you. My lord, Admiral, permission to speak freely, sir. You know your acquiescence, your stomach sinking as you guess at his question. My lord, forgive me, but how? What gives us the right? 1 billion lives. Continue experience. You speak without turning to him, unable to take your eyes off Rumors, the nation's vast capital city, as it vaporizes into a cloud of superheated gases 12 miles across, growing even wider. If you only know the full treachery of Agarites, first officer film, one which is beyond most any man's comprehension, then you would know. You would speak of our right to annihilate them. We have no right to let them live. Oof. But, sir, traitors, all of them, surely among the hundreds of thousands. How many innocents? Silence. Speak of it no more. Our king has spoken. His will be done. The task set to us is a horrible one, not fit for contemplation or questioning. There is no room for pity, no room for remorse, only duty. The two of you stand silently for a time, watching the last minutes of Agarhain. At long last you sigh, a low, stuttering exhalation that sounds as if something has broken inside you. Beneath the brazen plate that covers the ruined half of your face, your dead eyes begins to weep. Farm, my friend, I would have you understand. I know now, as I look down at what I have wrote here, that were I to think upon what I have done, what I have truly done, I would be struck mad. A deed such as this, the anguish would overwhelm, destroy me. So first officer Farm, it must be that there are no innocents in Agarhain, no mothers, no children, no people. Only traitors, vile, cunning traitors who deserve no less than full brunt of our holy king's wrath. Do you understand this? Yes, my lord. Good. Now go. I wish to be around here. By your command, Lord Admiral. Farm bows his head and returns below deck, leaving you to stand over at the end of a civilization. Okay. So he's not as strong as he makes himself out to be. He is regretting. Yeah, he's just horrified at his own actions. If we just take a moment to reflect. 1500 XP. Cool. Let's actually look at how much XP we need. We need about 70,000 XP. It's so trivial what we are gaining here. Shock and arise to seething vengefulness. I have no idea how to write these. Like, I'm just trying to imagine how they come up with these scenarios. It should have, like, there are so many different, like, well-written small snippets here, right? just concise and it points to some human nature. You know, all of these are like, okay, some extreme human nature. And yeah, maybe they did it over the course of development. They would just pitch ideas, and if there's no way to fit that into the story, they'll say that, okay, let's just put this in the sensorium. Because yeah, most of these are like short stories are like quite well written. Thanks, farewell. Oh, sorry, what? No, I'd like another session. Oh yeah, we can just go there, I guess. Not right now, farewell. This one? Yeah, begin sensation. So, shock and a rise to seething vengefulness. You stand somewhere in the nether regions of the plains, a sweltering place where the ground is beaten copper and the sky is of brass. Here, bodies of sinners, petitioners in this horrid place, are rolled amongst iron brambles and bronze scorpions, and their bones are fine grey dust. Okay. Petitioners in this horrid place. Nether regions of the plains. Okay. You squint at the horizon, the bone dust rising with putrid smelling gusts of wind. Bone dust rising with putrid smelling gusts of wind that carry them with the sound of agonized mourning. There is nothing but flat metallic landscape as far as I can see. The dust is everywhere in everything. Flat metallic landscape. It stings your eyes, coats the insides of your mouth with a pasty film. You spit, wiping at it with your finger, but it's of no use. The stuff's taste has fouled your mouth completely. You look down at the key in your hand, a minute platinum orb, and a picture of the man's face who solemnly swore to you the magical portal you just passed through. Now gone, of course. Led to the swore to you the magical portal you just passed through, led to the fields of Bytopia. Someone, by all the powers and their proxies, was going to pay for this one. Serious experience. Okay. He got fooled. He's probably in like the evil neutral plane or something. Instead of Bytopia, I guess is, I don't know if it's neutral good or chaotic neutral. This might be chaotic neutral. I forgot. Sorry, chaotic good. It's either neutral good or chaotic good, I think. He was fooled and he ended up somewhere else, and the portal is also gone, so he's stuck there. Shock and vengefulness. So he will find his vengeance at some point, I guess. Or he's planning to, if he can. Slowly dawning horror. Wonderful. The stone shall want larger chambers. Okay, it's fine. Slowly dawning horror. This bluish purple stone. Okay. How good could it be, you think? Regarding the burgundy liquid carefully. Across the table from you, the twisted old man smiles slyly. Please, sir, try, he whispers. His hushed voice sounds of dry leaves blown over a roughly cobbled street. Thou shalt find it more than lives up to thy expectations, I'm sure. You nod at him and lift the crystal goblet in the air, watching the light play through the crimson liquor. You had come a long way for this spring. Searched long and hard for this old man. I'll be damned to let anything rush you now. The moment was to be savored. You raise the glass to your lips, inhaling the stuff's aroma. The bouquet is light, sweet, intoxicating, almost dizzyingly so. You've tried countless drinks, written tomes about them, their flavors and smells, means of manufacturing in your journeys across the plains, but this stuff was supposed to be legendary. No living man you have found or heard of had tried this stuff. No living man. The stories were ridiculous. Nothing could taste quite so good, but if there were the slightest bit of truth to them, this would be some fine liquor indeed. Okay, maybe it just kills you after a drink. At last you drink of the goblet, a cautious sip. Incredible, indescribable. As a favor washes over your palate, you fight the urge to shudder with delight. Nothing you have tried in all your long years have tasted quite like this. You look up at the old man, startled to find your glass empty. You have drained it all in a single draught. You wipe your eyes with the back of your hand, not entirely sure when you had begun to cry. Sorry. Tears of joy, eh? The old man laughs softly. Quite pleasing to the tongue, is it not? Wouldst thou like some more, perchance? He smiles at you once more. Yes, if I might. Surely, he replies, refilling your glass. Try as you might, you cannot resist drowning it in a single gulp. You thrust your finger into the goblet in an attempt to find some last hidden drop of the stuff. Several times more does he fill the goblet, and each time you gulp the stuff down, as a starving man would devour a feast, unable to control yourself, to deny yourself another exquisite taste of it. He chuckled softly once more. A drink such as this, a man would do anything for it, no? You nod without hesitation. Yes, a man would. Looking at him, his sly smile suddenly takes on a whole new meaning. A sense of horror begins to creep over you, even as you begin to yearn painfully for more of the blood red liquor. Yes, yes, the old man grins, his yellow eyes gleaming. A man would do anything in the thrall of such a drink, even the most terrible, the most heinous of deeds, as thou shalt see, my newest servant. Okay. He's addicted now and will have to do the old man's bidding, whatever it may be. Uh, okay, so let's visit Thorncombe again, see if she has anything new to offer. We'll just visit Salabesh one more time. Yeah, I don't know what to do with her. Let me revisit Salab. I think his name was Salabish. One more time to see if we can do anything about Thorncombe. After that, I think I'll probably look up the hint to see if we can. So I just want to complete this bit of content before we go on. It's just like a small frustration on my side, you know, like thinking about just having that one thing be incomplete. It's a prestige position to be an official tutor in one of the Festhall's training chambers. It's my intention. Yeah, it is Salavish. It's my intention to one day take the position of Mage's tutor, but the title is currently in possession of Lady Thorncombe. If only I could somehow prove that I would be a superior tutor. We can't do anything with it? Come on. Can we talk to... I think I talked to someone about her, honestly. I don't think there's... Let me quickly go to the Mage's training hall. There was someone there who pointed us to Lady Thorncombe. Maybe we can talk to that person. Someone who's not training. Yeah, I don't know where Lady Thorncombe has gone. I would suggest you try the Sensorium. She spends much of her time there. They lower their voice, frowning, perhaps too much. Okay. Let me look at the hint that I have. Let me see if I can proceed this quest. Give me a second. Okay, the hint just says that we talk to the person who helped us with the Jumble Murder Sense quest, which is Salvage the Onyx, you know. But seems maybe I maybe I botched that quest somewhere in between, because it seems like Salvage does not have anything to, like, we can pursue the question about Lady Thorncombe, which I think I did with him, honestly. It's a precise position. It's my intention to one day take the position of Major Tutor, but the title is currently in possession of Lady Thorncombe. If only I could somehow prove that I am a superior tutor. See, to this we could respond that she is kind of losing a bit. She's losing her memory and focus, and she's just loitering in the public sensorium. There should be an option here to suggest that, but it seems like that option is not here. I'm not sure if I already picked something earlier and we have to follow it up with someone else. But it seems like that's... You know, I tried to talk to Splinter earlier just to see if we can report her to Splinter. Training chambers? No. Festhall Sensoriums? No. Festhall, Idea of Sensation, no. Okay, I might have kind of broken that quest maybe. Because it seems like there isn't anyone we can talk to about Lady Thorncombe. Mage in training, all of these looks similar. So I don't think they'll have different dialogues. Okay, let's just head to the public sensorium. Wait, maybe let's just quickly look at the hall here. It's probably nothing new here. There was a character named forgot her name. Undesired something, unfulfilled desire. I think that's her name. And we kind of murdered her, I think.
What?
There's nothing left here.
Aye, what?
Let's try to open this to see if there's anything
not?
inside.
Done.
What's this? Oil painting of a young woman. The subject is portrayed is only vaguely humanoid. Small enclosed courtyard lies outside this sure. Don't think there's anything here. Festhall room clerk. Oh wait, we just rusted. Okay, alright, that's fine. Let's head back to Public Sensorium.
Done.
Talk to Lady Thorncombe one last time, just to see if she has any more responses, and that'll be it. Awkward boy and uneasy look. It's clear he'd rather not have anything more to do with you. Just passing by, Jembru. Farewell. Don't be so scared.
All right. All right.
Except, okay.
And do I shall
What would be mine
serve.
off?
Yes, it
I
shall be
think,
done.
therefore I am.
How may I help?
I
I
think.
think. Is she anywhere here? Can we see her? No?
All right.
Ah, there she is. Oh. Seems I can't really progress this quest. But yeah, I think with that, we'll stop this episode for now. And next episode, I think we'll quickly take a look at Under Sigil and then head on to Mortuary, where we'll talk with Dianara, hopefully find Ivy or not find her. Maybe just have a small conversation with Dal, and then head on for Fortress of Regrets. Yeah, I'll start from there next time.